it's nonsense here. With a random video, something I did not know about is Project Zomboid has a, they obviously have a Twitter X, whatever you want to call it. Sorry for the background noise. My son's over there playing a game and talking and whatnot, having a grand old time. But anyway, I knew there was like a little lore and whatnot in Project Zomboid. I knew that there was something, but I never knew what it was. And I came across the Knox event in real time. It's like a Twitter feed of like leading up to the event from when you start the game. It looks like it starts a few days, 3 days, I think. Because I think you start July 9th in the game. 93? Yeah. So it's all the events that leads up to it. Or like the first few days, and then everything goes on from the broadcast in the game and little events. I did not know this at all. I thought this was the coolest thing in the world. So I thought I'd go through it. Exactly 30 years ago, in July 1993, the Knox event changed the world forever. This is the account commiserates. My reading sucks. That moment in history in real time. God save us all. July 6, 1993. 0666 or 0600 EDT. I really don't know what that means. U.S. military blocks roads in area of county nicknamed Knox County. No reason is given. Areas within blockade including Muldra, West Point, Brandenburg, and Fort Knox itself. I mean, I thought this was just actually pretty cool. July 6, 1993. Military personnel erect fences and checkpoints within Knox exclusion zone entrance and exits are forbidden. Reports of residents being turned away at gunpoint. July 6, 1993. Personnel in hazmat gear are seen within the exclusion zone. Air quality increases. So I'm guessing, helicopter events, whatnot, and yeah, July 6, 1993, still. Military clears traffic and members of the public from perimeter of exclusion zone. Some residents sleep in their cars. Others walk north along the highway to Louisville. I don't know why I call it Louisville. July 6, lightning storms over Louisville. No rain reported. And then looks like here's a broadcast. Bzz, the little noise that it does. Jolly good fish. Authentic British cuisine. And then it goes out. July 7th, 1993. Phone line outage continues within exclusion zone. Communication within the zone impossible. Knox Communication provides no comment. Fort Knox and Fort Campbell cancel leave for military personnel. July 7th, 93. Kentucky governor calls fair weather claims he is in the dark like everyone else regarding rumors of illness outbreak inside the exclusion zone. July 7th, 93. White House press secretary denies president early return from G7 summit in Tokyo related to Knox situation. July 7th. Unusually bright meteor shower spotted over Kentucky. And then another radio broadcast. Droopity doo wee 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 woo wee woo. Whoa. Whoa whoa. I don't know. July 8th, 93. Phone line outage continues within exclusion zone. Communication with zone impossible. Knox telecommunication provides no comment. July 8th. Report of mild sickness spreading among some who have been left inside the exclusion zone. And it still goes on like that. White House represents claim military maneuvers part of a long-held and long-term strategy to deal with security events and localized contamination. I'm still wondering, I haven't read this whole thing, but I'm wondering if it tells us like what the virus is. Because it really doesn't tell you in the game. I mean, you're kind of like, because you pretty much take the point of view of someone that's in this zone. Pretty much from what I understand, which is pretty cool. And I love Project Zomboid. It's one of my favorite games. This is where we get political now. July 8th, 1993, 1455 EDT. President heavily criticized by Republicans in Congress for lack of statement on the Knox event. Look at that. It's realistic right there. Political parties blaming each other. Like, it's what they do. I didn't do anything wrong. It was those guys. And then those guys, I didn't do anything wrong. It was those guys. Good job, buddy. July 8th, 1993. More military personnel arrived from Fort Campbell. No-fly zone established over Knox. So, no-fly zone. July 9th. Rumors of contained exclusion of the infection extracted details remains unknown to the public. Civilian channels spread fear and concern. And I'm guessing that's what your talk shows in the game. Like, they're like, oh no, all this stuff. I still think that it would be really cool is when they start adding NPCs. If you start at the beginning of the zombie outbreak, if it would be cool just seeing people running out their doors, like trying to gather up stuff. That'd be really cool. July 9th, 93, General John McCree, commander of Knox Zone personnel, appeals for calm, confirmed sickness within the zone, leads to panic and confusion, but claims no evidence of fatalities. So it's a guy that, is trying to, hey, calm down, guys. Continues on, I can confirm there has been an outbreak. The alignment is as yet undefining. It is a flu-like. It leads to panic. It leads to confusion. There is no evidence of fatalities within the exclusion zone. We are using judged and something forced to maintain the border. Sorry. One, I don't have my glasses on because they broke. And my reading sucks sometimes. Out loud for some reason. I don't know why. Warning shots have been fired. No civilians have been harmed. We must ensure that this infection is not allowed to spread. I am in hourly contact with the president on this matter. The no-fly zone will remain in place for the foreseeable future. So July 9th. This is, I bet you, like the random gunshots in the game is what this is. Because I have heard them on the first day. Gunshots heard within the exclusion zone close to the border perimeter. Yeah, July 9th. July 9th, President issues statement, states faith in the military, General McCree, and Center of Disease Control to control Knox virus. President, this is a distressing time. The situation in Kentucky is unexpected and saddening. My first thoughts are with the friends and families of those within the zone. People have been separated. Folk have been evacuated. I understand difficulties facing us. However, I have faith in the fine people of the CDC to get the root of the panic and confusion within the exclusion zone. I have faith in our servicemen and women to fulfill their duties and for General John McGrew to command them with the foresight and dedication he has seen throughout the explanatory career in this distressing time America, but you are in safe hands. Former CDC official Dr. Jeff something claims chronic CDC underfunding and bureaucratic infighting will hamper response to Knox outbreak. And we're just going to skip a few days here. Let's go up more. July 12th, curfew comes into effect in major cities across the U.S. A new wave of panic unleashed by photo from West Point in Knox event zone. Photos show young men dismembering but still living in street full of dead bodies. All right. I wonder if you can come across that one. Because it looks like he's just a guy with one arm. Photos, West Point. I wish they would show a photo. That'd be cool. And then we got another thing. Media interviews with numerous survivors released from the military captivity within the zone paint grim pictures of hundreds of infected hunting and living, spreading the infection through bites and other acts of extreme violence. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I will definitely put a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. I think it's freaking cool. If you do want me to kind of read the whole thing, maybe make an animation for it at some point, and just kind of do the whole event of what it is, let me know in the comments below. That'd be freaking cool because I'm sure I can pull that off. Um, but yeah, it's a whole thing that they did earlier this year, July 15th, 2023. So, I mean, I thought this was cool. The whole Knox event. This is, freaking awesome. I'm going to follow them. But this is where I'm pretty much going to end it. If you guys want me to read the whole thing at some point, and make a video on it, let me know. Like a real video with animations and whatnot. I mean, I can do that. That'd be kind of really fun. But until next time, everybody, take care.